Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. In today's video, we'll be talking about another easy succulent which is often mislabeled as a red moonstone. So this is the one. Now this belongs to the Graptoveria variety. It is an hybrid succulent. One of the parentage is a Graptopetalum, the lavender pebbles. Now this hybrid was created in Korea. I'm not quite sure, probably it was Air Magic, probably a company that is known, or the one that tends to sell succulents in Korea. Air Magic, I'm not quite familiar about that name or with that website, but I've heard about it. So this is how the Graptoveria looks like. I might accidentally call it as red moonstone because we are all used to calling it as red moonstone, but that's not the actual name, because when we talk about moonstone, there is only one moonstone, which is the Pachyphytum auriferum, which is the only moonstone, the blue color one. Again, a lot of people also sell this as red moonstone. Then there is lavender pebbles, which is sold as pink moonstone, but ideally there is only one moonstone, which is the blue in color, which is the Pachyphytum. Now this is a Graptoveria variety, which means that it is going to go dormant during the summers. Winter was their growing period, hence the colors are missing. It turns out to be very red in color, but as of now there is not much color. Probably in summers the colors will start to turn really red. Talking about pest attack, I haven't seen any pest attack on this particular variety. It's a quite hardy succulent, but you have to be very careful while watering. Ensure that you do not overwater. This is the reason why I'm not making videos with all the succulents clubbed together, because even if the succulent is from the same variety, now let's say that if I'm making a video on Graptoverias, let's say I'm talking about Graptoveria titubans and I'm talking about Graptoveria marpin, I do not want to add this collection into the Graptoveria, because you can see the leaves are very different from our Graptoveria marpin and Graptoveria titubans. The leaves are very plump, exactly how we have it for a moonstone. That is why it's called as moonstone as well, but that's not the correct ID. The leaves are very plump. They can store a lot of water. So if you are going to water this succulent like how you tend to water your Graptoveria titubans or Graptoveria marpin, then you will definitely overwater this succulent. That is the reason why you have to be very careful, and that is the reason why I'm not clubbing all the succulents together and giving the information. I'm separating each variety, because a lot of the varieties, even though they're from the same genus, they have a lot of different requirements in terms of sunlight, in terms of watering. Soil remains the same for almost all the succulents. It has to be loose, porous and well draining. Watering and sunlight is something that always tends to differ, and watering is the most important part when it comes to succulents. So this particular variety, please do not overwater it. You can slightly underwater it, or you can wait for the lower leaves to wrinkle. That indicates that the succulent is thirsty. Propagation is very simple. Again, you can do a leaf propagation or you can do a stem cutting. Right now stem cutting is not possible because you can see it's very small and there is no evident stem present on this variety, so it's very difficult to do any stem cutting. But don't be worried, I have a propagation that was done couple of months back, which is very successful. As you can see, this is a stem cutting that was done. This was the stem. Is it visible? I'm not very sure if it's visible. So this was the stem cutting that was done. So you can see now there are 3 pups, and then we have a small little pup over here, which is also doing quite well. Now this was a leaf propagation, this was a stem cutting. So as you can see, both of these varieties, both of these are doing quite well with leaf propagation as well as stem cutting. I wouldn't say it's a very fast growing succulent, but tends to grow quite well. It has a regular speed of growth what usually other succulents have. Looks absolutely beautiful. It turns even more red in color when it is stressed. When I am going to show you too during the summers, when it's going to go completely dormant, it is going to look even more beautiful. So this is how the succulent tends to look like. As I spoke about, the soil remains the same, loose, porous, well draining. If you want to know a little bit more in detail about the soil, I'll put the link in the description below. You can definitely check it out. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.